Fake virus, bioweapon jab. Fake president.
If Mr. Doctor gives me a vial and says, trust me, I'll give you a vial, you trust me.
Like some people want low vaccination rates. Okay.
We know you're coming for the children.
God will not hold you guiltless if you fail to stand up for the Christians.
Trump won.
What's up, everyone? Come on in, take a seat, make yourself at home, and buckle up, because today we're going to take a look at what happens when QAnon goes anti-vax.
Start 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Guys, today I have pulled up or curated exclusively for you what I consider to be the top 3, probably, maybe, I don't know, there's so many out there, but my top 3 QAnon anti-vax videos, kind of showing, exemplifying, I guess, the ideology or the mentality that we're kind of confronting here with some of this anti-vaccine information or misinformation. Now, I want to say before we start that I know that some of these videos are not necessarily direct QAnon references. Some of these people are referring to their religion or God, and I want to be very clear that I don't have anything against God or religions. I'm not anti-religion here. That's just not my thing, so you won't catch a lot of that on this channel. But I don't have a problem kind of poking a little fun at people who take it to the extreme, and some of these televangelists. And so I want to be very clear here that if you do have a real religious objection or even some legitimate health reasons for not getting vaccinated or not wearing a mask, I understand that that is a reality for some people. There's a big difference in, say, being raised where you're in an orthodox type religion or a very fundamental religion where you've been raised your whole life and you do not get vaccinated or maybe see a doctor or certain types of treatments that are really fundamentally against your belief and your way of life. However, when somebody's basically saying, it's the mark of the beast, that to me is what puts these into, say, conspiracy theory territory. So with that all said, let's take a look and see what we got.
I'm from Overland Park, and I'm here for the children.
Okay, so right off the bat, you know you're in trouble when they come with a poster board sign around their neck and they start off with, they're here for the children. This is not going to be good.
There is zero evidence that COVID-19 exists in the world. PCR tests are recalled. This is a pandemic. Fake virus, bioweapon jab. Fake president.
Fake president. You gotta love that one. Like, where does that come into? Where does half of these things? This is like a stream of conscience. I don't see where half of these things come into anti-vaccine or opposing masks. There's something in here about kidnapping children and wanting the kids. That's all I'm hearing.
You will not experiment on my children. It's always been about the children.
So I guess that means she thinks that we're experimenting with the vaccine on her kids or something. It's still not following.
We know you're coming for the children.
I can't, you guys. When they do the whole "we're coming for the kids" thing, like, what are you supposed to say to that? Yeah, we want to suck their blood. I don't know. It's crazy.
We will not comply. We will answer to God.
Don't start with the damn "you're coming for the children" stuff, guys. Come on. So now this is where it straight up is QAnon. I mean, the whole, Hillary Clinton had a pizzeria. I can't even say it. Hillary Clinton had a child sex ring that was running out of a pizzeria in Washington, D.C. So it's always this thing about the Democrats are like coming for the children. It's always got to be this diabolically opposed thing where it's either like good versus evil or, the children versus the vaccine. So it's always these two, really strong, good and evil opposing forces that they have to put against each other. And you'll see that all the time in these kind of QAnon conspiracy themes.
People are waking up. Nothing can stop what is coming.
There it is again. Like, what is she just, if she leans in and says it, really hard and loud and affirmatively, it's going to make a difference, right?
Nothing can stop you guys from subscribing and liking this video.
And I hope that works. It was worth a shot. So anyway.
You vote yes, you will all be tried for crimes against humanity. Children don't disappear. 800,000 children in the United States disappear. Where do they go?
God only knows. What the heck is she talking about? Is this just like missing children every year now? Are we just getting missing children statistics?
Human trafficking is the real pandemic. The mainstream media doesn't cover it. There's no virus. The media is the virus. The politicians, Hollywood, are all involved. Please vote no today. I'm begging you. I want you to think real hard about these children. Trump won.
Okay, so that was convincing. You gotta love the whole Trump won there in the end. Like, what the hell's that got to do with this? But yeah, and then again, she threw the children in your face at the end. I hope you do this for the children. So let's move on to the next one, guys. This one is the governor of Alabama giving a press conference, and quite a big group of hecklers.
COVID is real. People get sick from... Would you all like to be recognized with them, or would you just like to yell? We're going to be living with people dying if we do not increase our vaccination rates. So I still need to get that message out. And so it sounds like some people want low vaccination rates. Okay.
So that's a great example right there. Also, it's basically when you have it on a fanatical level, when they're cheering for low vaccination rates like it's a team sport. Again, that's why I say it takes on conspiracy level like thinking, because it's more of a tribal thing. It's more of a team sport. It's more fanatical. It's more about winning and teaching the other side that, this was never, I guess, a real disease or problem or pandemic. I really don't know.
What's in the vaccine? Give me the insert sheet. If informed consent means you tell me what you put in my body. If Mr. Doctor gives me a vial and says, trust me, I'll give you a vial. You trust me.
I mean, we're supposed to trust him. That's the answer here. Don't trust the doctor. Trust this guy.
I have been praying that God himself will step in so that Christians are not forced by their employers and a mandate to get the vaccine. Yet, even if God does not, I will not bow. And with all respect, Governor, we love you and appreciate you, but God will not hold you guiltless if you fail to stand up for the Christians who believe it is in their right to abstain from the vaccine.
See, so there is where, God's going to have no mercy. Again, it's the whole, good versus evil. You're going to basically go to hell if you don't stand up for the Christians. With just no comprehension of public health. It's frightening. Next up, we go from Alabama, one state north, to the lovely state of Tennessee, where we have former Disney Channel actress Leigh-Ann Baker, who I've never heard of, but that doesn't mean anything. She was apparently an actress on a Disney Channel show called Good Luck Charlie. So let's see what she has to say.
My name's Leigh-Ann Baker, and I'm a California refugee. I gave up everything there, a really successful Hollywood career, television shows, gave it all up for freedom and to come to this friendly place of Tennessee and be greeted with open arms, and I love it here.
So side note, I decided to check her IMDb page real quick to see, what she's got here in Hollywood, and she's got a very extensive resume or filmography of acting, not only acting, directing, and producing. But two things of note. Number one, I wouldn't necessarily call her a Hollywood refugee by any means. If you look here, it says, first off, Leigh-Ann Baker was born on March 13th, 1972 in Murray, Kentucky, USA. Basically, she went back to her hometown or her home state, which, if you don't grow up in a horrible place, is obviously not a very hard thing to do or much of a sacrifice at all. certainly not the, you know, big sacrifice that she makes it out to be. And then the other thing is, if you look, you know, it doesn't look like she actually left behind much of a Hollywood or TV career. She's got video game roles and movies in production going into 2021, movies that are currently filming. And really, I'm actually impressed with her resume. In any case, she definitely hasn't left Hollywood behind by any means. I don't know where she was going with that, but let's see what else she has to say here.
I wanted to tell you that I have 2 vaccine-injured children, and they have medical exemptions because after the seizures and the hospitalizations, after all of their immunizations, I was granted, obviously, a medical exemption. So my children are those rare children that will just not be able to get the vaccine.
And so once again, I think that's a great example of someone who is in a situation who has a valid reason for possibly not getting their kids vaccinated or not getting vaccinated. If you have some type of immune deficiency or disorder that makes it so you're going to get sick for getting the vaccine or something, then that's pretty understandable.
And still, I would never put them in a mask because their brain needs oxygen to grow, which the neurologist can confirm. Anyway, the real part of the clown show is that you all think that you actually have the authority to mandate this.
No, the real clown show is you suggesting that masks are preventing oxygen from getting to your children's brains and preventing them from growing.
Because there are these books that I have, and I have them as a gift for you. The Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the Federalist Papers, and also the Bible. And these guarantee my freedom and yours and our children's to breathe oxygen.
So not only the Constitution, but the Bible guarantees our right to breathe oxygen. And the crowd goes wild. You know, she started off making a reasonable argument as to why she might be opposed to vaccinations. That said, you know, counterpoint to that would seem to be that you would actually want your kids to wear a mask while in school if they can't be vaccinated. But I think where she really just lost it and went off the rails is once she started talking about, you know, the Constitution and the Bible and her kids needing oxygen to feed their brains. And of course, what I also think is kind of interesting there is how the crowd literally started clapping when she said all that stuff, but when she was actually making sense and talking science and real facts about like a valid reason as to why her kids maybe shouldn't, you know, get vaccinated, they were just, you know, ghosts, you know. As soon as she brought up the Constitution and the Bible and you know, brain oxygen, the crowd went nuts and it was all over. So that's going to do it for this one, you guys. I mean, what more can be said? Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe so we can do this all again. I'm Tommy C, and I'll catch you on the next one.